welcome once again to Odsal Stadium for round 9 of Super League 99. As the fireworks get off and the confetti blows, again we have a great crowd gathered at Odsal. Perhaps not the biggest of the season, but my estimation about 11,000. I don't think Salford have brought many this evening. It's a perfect evening for rugby league. Not cold, it's not too warm either. The going may be a little bit soft. They have to postpone the academy game and move that back to after the match because they'd fear of cutting the field up. And we saw at Huddersfield on Friday night how much rain there has been this week. So I'll just run through the teams quickly for you. The Bulls have at full-back Spruce on the wings, Vicona and Withers. Vicona and Price. The centres are McAvoy and Withers, half-backs. The two Paul brothers, front row, McDermott, Lowes and Fielden. The back three, Boyle, Forshaw and McNamara. Replacements today for the Bulls, Donegal, Jowett, Deakin and Naylor. Salford have a full-back Broadbent. On the wings, Penny and Thompson. In the centres, Hewitt and Martin, half-backs. Blackley and Briggs, I should say Blakely and Briggs. The front row, Makin, Alker and Southern. The back three, Smith, Brown and Hume. On the interchange benches, Spavik, Hyton, Pellywell and Pine Marlow. Today's match official, Mr. Carl Kirkpatrick, as McNamara gets us away. So, Salford arrive with an 8-0 record right down to the foot of the table, no points to show for the season's toil. The Bulls, 1 loss and 1 draw out of 8 matches, nestling second in the table. So if you're a betting man, you'd put your money on the Bulls today. But in all my time in Rugby League, I've learned that I would never put a penny on any single match. So Vicona with his first touch of the ball, he's well handled by Alker. Forshaw comes up with the ball. And he's wrestled to the ground by Hume. Boyle, he has a tilt on this short side and makes good yards. Spread on now, McNamara spreads a long one way out to Henry Paul. Henry Paul had Spruce with him. Just a bit too much of a delay on the pass. And the defence could readjust to it. Henry Paul had to wait for it, but he's picked up a penalty anyway. Ball goes into touch. Fielden. Oh, good work from Fielden. Pushes that first line back. And that's deadly if you're defending. McDermott comes strong on a ball. Falls to a good tackle from Alker. 3 men on top. You'd have to wonder if that was a flop. Switch play with Henry Paul just trying to set Boyle up on that right-hand side. Looking organised, the Bulls. McNamara. Out to McAvoy. McAvoy strolls in under the post. And you have to say, that was good play from the Bulls. McNamara showing the ball, and there must have been 3 or 4 players then went chasing shadows. David Young complaining. I don't know what David Young's complaining about. Should be no complaints. The player David Young should be talking to, the people David Young should be talking to is his teammates. The defence just evaporated then. So McNamara has the sweeteners, 6 points in front of the Bulls with just 5 minutes played. the Bulls off to an early start. That's just what Salford didn't want. Coming off a respectable performance last week, Salford. Really took it to Wigan early in the game and got a 12-point lead, and here's Withers. Withers, well, that's interference, no question. 2 men on the tackle, raking the ball. Mr. Kirkpatrick saw that as clearly as us, and that puts Salford right back. McDermott trundles it up, takes a nice shot from Young. Fielding. Boyle comes on that second run on the snapper. Laws, far short. Ball set for the spread now. Robbie Paul stood wide, but Laws goes to the line, sets that shimmy up, almost gets over last tackle. McNamara has to make the decision from here. Spreads it to Henry, to Robbie. Out to McAvoy again. McAvoy offloads. Ends up with Henry. Henry kicks it across the line. And that's a let-off for Salford. Plenty of white shirts on this side of the field if Henry decided to hand it on, but went for the kick instead. And Alka coming in to plead David Young's case. I don't think David Young needs anybody looking after him. Quite capable of making his point in any argument on the field. So first penalty against the Bulls. Blakely. It's a good spiral kick in. Best position for the Reds. Well, this is Young offloads to Making. Spread on again. Briggs spreads it out. This is good work. Ball goes inside. The try on here. Oh, well, that's good work from the Reds then. They split the Bulls' defence then with a long pass from Briggs. And a short pass sent the player through. Oh, Thompson went over the line. Well, that pass had a questionable forward pass against it, but nevertheless it was worth a try. Was the movement, and that's come from Salford's first attack. Good kick, levels the score 6 apiece. Game on.
We'll try converted for the Salford Reds, number 6, Steve Blakely. Could Mr. Dave Hamilton please report to the Lost Children's Department? Thank you.
So a great reply from the Reds, and a good kick-off again. Briggs offloads. Alker acting out, hands on. Good work from the prop then, making good yards, carrying that defensive line back with him. Secondary effort. Ball's lost. Play on, says the linesman. Well, there wasn't a Salford man back 2 metres then, never mind the 10. And I've seen Mr. Kirkpatrick do this on many occasions, and again, lots of players well offside for Salford. McNamara brings it up the short side, trying to drag this Salford defence across the field. They've readjusted well. Here goes Fielding. Lows, toes through, too strong. That's a giveaway position. Fifth tackle is worth a try. McDermott going to the bench. He took never you know. Seriously considered. It's a good tackle from Henry Paul. Thompson working the ball out. And an offload. Broadbent took that ball in heavy traffic. Riggs drifting across field. Fields Martin. Good offload. Still within the 30. Salford, and again good defence. Laws and Fielding. It's still within the 40. Blakely. Dummies to kick, now kicks. Goes straight to Spruce. Spruce a chance to wind. Here he goes. Powers it forward and drags Blakely with him a good 5 metres. By corner, quick play the ball. Exploits that space. Salford. Backpedaling. Boyle offloads to Henry Paul. Oh no, he's got away. It has McAvoy. Still alive. Now he's dead. And Mr. Kirkpatrick this time calls Salford, and he's having a word with the captain. Now here's a situation. He's only called 2 penalties, Mr. Kirkpatrick. Now he's calling the captain over. Perhaps he thinks he ought to have called more penalties. Guilty conscience, perhaps. Henry Paul, happy to be on the 20, puts it straight into touch. Doniger, first touch of the ball, on for McDermott. Robbie Paul, Fielding. Again, good yards, 5 metres from the posts. Ball set to the right, goes to Robbie. Robbie rides one tackle, gets another, gets a beautiful ball back to Forshaw. Readjusts, keeps hold. Donegal will take this ball to the post, set it up again. No, Laws uses him as a foil. And Price won't want too many of them passes to this game. Short career if you take too many of those. McNamara over by corner, waiting for it. No offside call, but a knock on. Good thinking from Laws. Really being dragged into the Reds defence. McAvoy by corner. Loads of space out on that right hand side. Broadbent. Good defence again from Withers and Donegal. Southern Trundles the ball in. Briggs puts that out with the side of his boot, and that will be ball back. And a scrum down, wasn't on the last tackle. So the Bulls will be starting from a good position on the Salford 40. Salford having trouble to contain the Bulls, making ground on every 6. We have Henry Paul going to loose forward. As Withers gets the ball, oh dear me, McAvoy. Wasn't the best pass that. Ball going down as McAvoy came onto it. That's one thing you don't allow for when you're training nights. When you're practicing your moves, is the referee tackling your man when he comes away from the scrum with the ball. Henry Paul went seriously impeded by Mr. Kirkpatrick. David Young offloads to Alke. Runs into good defence. Southern. It's a good ball. Last tackle. Good kick from Carl Briggs. Oh, unlucky. I think we're going to have a yellow card. And that's Meakin into the bin, and the Bulls with a quick restart. Brought offside, here goes Doniger. Still 6 apiece. "20 minutes into the game. Ball goes back to Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul sets off for the line. Well, they've had plenty of positions like this, the Bulls. They really should have capitalised more. And not grounded correctly. Rolls Mr. Kirkpatrick, but James Law showing great strength then. Bustling his way through the front line and twisting out of that last tackle. I'm suspicious of like a good grounding to me. That's something you don't see very often these days. Robbie Paul feeding the scrum, Henry Paul loose forward, Spruce first receiver off the scrum. And we have Fielden stood at the centre. Didn't really work. Robbie Paul trying to fiddle his way over the line, almost does. Almost completes the quarterback sneak. Well spread to McNamara. Have to be careful. They came up quick. Salford. Laws goes forward. Spread is on now. Henry Paul. Out to Spruce on that late drift. Spruce drifts out, gets rid of one, gets over the line, puts the ball down, and not grounded properly. Well, I think Mr. Kirkpatrick. Well, that certainly looked like a perfect grounding to me. Spruce got over the line, put the ball behind him, but that's okay. Well, either that's a double movement or a try for me. It's got to be a penalty or a try. But Having said that, we're a long way away. We'll have to go with Mr. Kirkpatrick's call. Henry Paul this time, first receiver. Trying to get outside Blakely. Spruce again. Spruce will get over this time. And this time Mr. Kirkpatrick will award a try. And the Bulls tearing this Salford defence to pieces when they move the ball wide. Henry Paul then just created the space by getting outside his man Blakely and stretched the defence, opened the space up for Spruce. And once Spruce got the ball, he had a clear run to the line and only 15 metres to go.
And the try for the Bulls, number 28, Stuart Spruce.
So McNamara looking to notch another 2. See why I need me. Strikes it, looks good, drifts in, perfectly judged. Briggs puts a good one in. Catchy freeze by corner makes it out to the 20. Very condensed defence from Salford there. Perhaps only spreading 40% of the width of the field. Laws inside to Henry Paul. Henry Paul sniffs a gap. Alka does well to bring him down. And David Young then testing the referee's patience. Just wondering if the referee had enough gumption to dispatch another player to the sin bin. Here goes Doniger. Again, no real defensive line to meet him. Fielden. That's a nice shot. It's a nice shot from Brown on Fielden. Well, from Mr. Kirkpatrick's signal, Henry Paul steps, shimmies, offloads to Spruce. Spruce feeds by corner. Tackle a metre shot. From Mr. Kirkpatrick's signal then, he didn't see the eye shot. His signal was punching underneath. Fielden offloads to McNamara on the loop. McNamara dummies, goes in. And this Salford defence is paper thin when the ball moves, when there's a spread on. The lot of Salford players are chasing shadows as we go into 26 minutes. And the Bulls beginning to look as though they're going to knock a quite big score up, which they haven't done so far in the league. So McNamara to go 3 for 3. And again, perfectly weighted, a little bit higher, and you have to say, that's as good a kick as you're going to get. 18-6 the Bulls lead, coming up to the half hour. Well, the Bulls are due a big score. They've done it tough in every league game, they've never really opened out. Never fulfilled the promises showed in the early cup games. I think we have McDermott returning back onto the field. It'll be in a blood bin he's been off for. I think he caught a nice shot from David Young, right on his neck. and lost a bit of claret. Fielder made good yards then. Well, Price took his eye off the ball then. Wasn't a bad pass. Price just showing a little bit of inexperience. And that's going to be, again, a good position for Salford. And they haven't had many this in this first half hour. It's Blakely. Dummies. Martin. Briggs, first receiver. Out to Brown. Brown hands it on back to Briggs. This is David Young. He falls under the eventual weight and gives Henry Paul a cuff round, Robbie Paul a cuff round the hero for his problems. Good pass. Sets up Martin. He offloads, got Broadbent, Thompson. This is Smith. Blakely. Well, Blakely, I think, man, could have put another pass out to the right, might have been the best option. That's easy for me to say from here, and by corner. He has Smith inside him. Smith did well. Shot him the outside. Took him down. McAvoy, against his old team, would like to score perhaps 1-2 more tries. Oh, Donegal. Smith put a big shoulder on Donegal then after the ball had gone down. Well, that's two give-up situations, the Bulls. Made two serious mistakes then, Price and Donegal, putting the ball down at first receiver. This is Young. Good tackling, good defence from Henry Paul. This is Pinney. Pinney, good tackle, Michael Withers. Terrific work, Michael Withers, chasing the man with the ball, no matter how far back he goes. Now that's good work again, but lucky not to pick a penalty up then. Mr. Kirkpatrick must have a different idea of anatomy than most of us. That's last tackle. Briggs. That's all on. Goes to Vicona. Vicona. Happy to feed Spruce. Michael Withers offers himself up. Brings the ball forward. Forshaw. That late pass from Laws almost makes it through the hole. Here goes Laws.
The movement reversal for the Bradford Bulls. Number 22, Brian McDermott, is back on for 11, Jeremy Donegal.
Spread. Henry Paul steps inside. Look at that for a class step. Look at that for another class step. He's got Withers with him. Oh, he had Withers and Boyle with him. But that's class at its very best. That has to be it, Simbin. No question. Won't allow Henry Paul up. Scoring position. Here's Broadbent. Well, he went for the Austin Broadbent. Oh. Is it Broadbent or is it Blakely? Oh, it's Blakely. It's Blakely that's going to the bench for 10 minutes.
Please contact the Mrs. Farrell as a home telephone number if you'd like to come down to the tunnel.
David Young.
An urgent message for you. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Broadbent.
So, chance really went begging there from Henry Paul, but what class work to step through that defence so easily. Step past the full-back. Oh, look at this. Look at this for top defence. Shovel them back to their own line. That lifts your fans. Southern. Doesn't make too many yards. Alker. Out to Brown, Brown out to Broadbent. Good pair of hands on him, Brown. Good tackle underneath from McAvoy on David Young. Salford happy to put the ball into touch and have a breather. Being under severe pressure, they'll be looking to get those oxygen levels back up. Seven minutes to half time. 18-6 the Bulls lead. Henry Paul just probing that defence. Good tackle from David Young. Robbie Paul to McDermott. Quick play ball, sets them off. Oh well, McDermott penalised for not regaining his feet.
Substitution for the Bradford Bulls. Number 16, Warwick Jowett replaces number 15, David Boyle.
So Jowett comes off the bench. This is making. He's back on the field. Brown again drifts that beautiful ball out to Martin. Martin back inside to Briggs. Briggs looking to offload. Making again. Well, if McDermott didn't get to his feet, Making certainly didn't. David Young then almost through. Come on, that crash ball. Come short, come straight. But well picked up by Henry Paul. Briggs, nice little one throw. Robbie Paul fielding in the slips. McDermott picks up from acting half. Just settles the ball. Leon Price will run from here. Twist, turns. Just gives that those middlemen a bit of a breather. Jowett, first touch of the ball. Again, a nice shot from Brown. McNamara off to Forshaw. Forshaw can't offload. That's one in the air. Broadbent underneath. Does well. Time to perfection. Difficult that one over his shoulder. There's a man down, Broadbent.
Yeah, up the back now.
So Broadbent taking a knock after that great catch. And Kirkpatrick, Mr. Kirkpatrick, a lot of finger pointing. The Salford players are now deciding Broadbent's not in any condition to resume immediately. Finney again shoveled back towards his own line. Brown feeds David Young. David Young never comes at anything less than full throttle. Making last tackle. Salford well within their own 40. Well goes to, is it Smith or Brown? And it's a kind bounce. And that's a good pass. And that's another pass. That's great try. Well, Heighton's unlucky there. I've seen worse passes than that allowed. I should say the Bulls let off then.
To the tunnel. That's Mr. Alan Bacon. Could you please report to the tunnel?
Robbie Paul brings McAvoy inside. McDermott. Good tackle from Making. Again, another nice shot. Henry Paul. Lowe spots the gap, gets one to Robbie Paul, and another nice shot. Well, not only does Mr. Kirkpatrick have a idiosyncratic idea of anatomy, he doesn't have a tape measure either, because there wasn't a Salford man within 3 metres, or back 3 metres then. Here goes Laws. Last tackle. Bull's got to keep it alive. Spreads it to Robbie. Robbie shows for the kick. Chance now for Vicona. Chances for Vicona. Oh, unlucky. Who played that last? And the in-goal touch judge says that was played by a Salford man, will be a line dropout. Spruce takes that on the full. Good work from Spruce. Ball ends up with McDermott. Chances for the Bull to settle. Spruce again. Fancies this. Heading for the whitewash. This is Forshaw. Comes back on the angle. Looks to offload. Can't do so. McDermott comes on a crash. Ooh, he's lost the ball, or Salford end up with the ball anyway. And the ruling is drop out, goal line, drop out again. And well, we've got to assume that one of the Salford men grounded the ball. Spruce, out to Withers, forward pass. So, again, the ball's making the way up to the line. We're not capitalising. Young. Good tackle from Laws. Briggs. Out to Smith. Smith. Next no, gets nothing out of Henry Paul there. With the assist of Fielding and McDermott. Making. Looking gets a good ball in. To Brown, Brown to Briggs, Briggs to Heighton. Good work from Withers. Came right up, stopped the movement, last tackle. Briggs short side. Nothing on for Briggs then. Again, Michael Withers working well in defence. That's got to be a penalty. He has to release the ball. And again, there wasn't a man within 3 metres. There wasn't a man gone back 3 metres. Mr. Kirkpatrick. Well, I'm glad he's not measuring my work up if he thinks that's 10 metres. McDermott. And McDermott being sent to the blood bin, being penalised, and at the same time being sent to the blood bin. Well, I think McDermott should look to cop those 2 penalties. He's been penalised again for not getting to his feet. Well, he's 6'4". Does he have to get up to 6'4"? And is Mr. Kirkpatrick being consistent with his decisions? I don't think so. Several of the players on the field have not got to the feet before they played the ball. Here goes Smith. There goes the hooter. The Bulls go in with a 12-point lead, 18 points to 6. And I have to say that last 10-15 minutes got quite scrappy. And you have to point the finger at Mr. Kirkpatrick for that. Made some idiosyncratic decisions and ignored many others. Welcome back for the second half as the Bulls take the field. 18-6 the score. And we have to say that looking at the field, it doesn't cut up too bad. Can't be too heavy. Just one or two bare patches, but nothing serious. Players not needing to change the shirts at half time. All easily recognisable. And it's great to have one team in white, one team in red. Great contrasting edge strip. Which is not always the case in Super League. As we get off, this is Donegan. Still on for McDermott, so McDermott must be under some stress with that busted nose. Short side to Henry Paul. Henry Paul shows, goes, got the legs on Blakey, got Spruce inside, Bycorn inside. He's got McAvoy. Good defence, good chase. McAvoy plays the ball. Robbie Paul spreads it inside to Spruce again. Over he goes. What a start from the Bulls. Henry Paul setting it up. And Robbie Paul just setting Spruce up with that little chip inside. Little pop pass inside, and Spruce goes over once again. No, tonight. You got thing.
And a try for the Bradford coach, number 28, Stuart Spruce.
As I said earlier on in the commentary, the Bulls not really breaking out in any of the Super League games this season. They've done it tough. They've played some superb football. But not really scored many tries in the league. All the points coming, a lot of the points coming in the cup games. But they've certainly shown today that they're capable of putting it together, they're getting a roll on, they will go forward. And both Ball brothers enjoying these conditions. Good enough underfoot. Good enough to take a step. We've seen that from both of them. Blakely gets us off. Jowett brings it back to the line. Tackle by Smith and David Young. Fielding. Forshaw looks for somebody inside. Gets it away. Late pass, can't beat him. Spread out from Robbie to Henry to Jowett. Jowett lurking out on this side. Running wide, here goes Henry Paul again. Basketballs it to Spruce again. Spruce! Ooh! Thought he'd gone through, but he didn't. McNamara to Donegan. Spread on to the left. McNamara first receiver on the right. Ball comes back, and it's a cross kick. He called it. Set the play up. Withers underneath. Price underneath. Price, great catch from Price, takes the tackle, last tackle. Good organisation from the Bulls then. The cross kick, way across, got the defence out. Luckily for them. Oh, good pass out the back door. Briggs does well to tidy up and offloads to Martin. Heighton, is it? Is it Heighton that's bringing the ball away? Yeah. That was Blakely. Oh, nice ball from Briggs. Ends up with Thompson. Thompson to Brown. Brown puts that ball down. Perfectly legal. That will have to be the first mishandle, perhaps. That'll be a Bradford feed. Obviously, Mr. Kirkpatrick ruling that Salford hadn't knocked the ball forward, and eventually the Bulls did. Briggs to Blakely to Broadbent. Same move. Bradford used with Spruce. But Withers does well again. Spots the potential ball carrier. Takes his ground off him. Briggs. It's the run round. Beats Thompson. Good defence this time from McAvoy. That's been the feature of the season for the Bulls. It's been the defence. It's been the tackling. Heighton. Young checks it running short side, gets a good pass away. They knew it then, just had a rush of good to his head, threw a wild pass into touch. Forshaw brings it out from the scrum. Jowett. Good defence, good power defence then from Salford. Plenty of men in the tackler, keeping the tackler on his feet, shoveling him backwards. McNamara. Again a nice shot from Brown. Well, his tackling technique leaves a lot to be desired. Fielden. Fielden, ooh, needed somebody short. Laws, Henry Paul, Robbie Paul, Withers. Spread is on. Henry goes high. Chase on for everybody, it's anybody's ball. And this Doniger, it's not back to one, feeds McAvoy. Spreads it, Laws, thinking all the time, offers him a pass. Gets it inside, Spruce. Oh, that would have been interesting. Good work from the Bulls, good improvisation. Doniger doing well, and James Laws forever thinking. Offered Doniger the pass, offered him a way out of his situation, and almost got Spruce over the line. By Marlow, back to Olker. That's Pinny, he's well handled. Davy Jones. Rockoff Rose fights, feeds by Marlow. Good defence, Doniger. Smith, toes one over. Spruce under pressure from Smith. Gets away from him. Falls to Martin's tackle. High corner. Spreads it this time to Robbie. He feeds Withers. Just throw the defence in. There's Price outside him, there's Robbie Paul outside him. Robbie Paul has Price inside. Good stuff, the Bulls. Using the ball well, using the spread. McNamara. Late ball to Forshaw. Forshaw offloads. Oh dear. Just one or two of those passes, last passes. Not going to hand. The Bulls setting the positions up. They've certainly done that all season. Just found it difficult when they got into the red zone to capitalise as much as they should have done in the positions. Young. Offloads, good ball from Young. Oh, again, Hewitt. Had the pigs here, that, but it wasn't a good pass, can't blame Hewitt for that. Young did well to set the position up. It's a good tackle. Fielden.
Number 27, Ricky Halliwell, replaces number 9, Malcolm Olka.
Get him onside!
McNamara going to the bench is Spruce. Again, snails the whitewash, gets one off to Withers. Withers trying to offload, can't do so. Again, the Bulls neck it to within 5 metres of the line. Henry spreads it to Paul Deacon. Deacon just on. Naylor would love to score against his old team, of course. Here goes Jowett, that looked a forward pass to me. It's Kirkpatrick, unsighted though, nice tight shot, forward pass. And that's puts the Bulls up to 26. 26-6. 11 minutes into the second half. 28, I should say. So once again, McDermott takes the field and swaps with Donegal on the blood bin. And let's hope he has a little bit more success as far as Mr. Kirkpatrick's concerned. As McNamara strikes that ball, Deacon strikes that ball. Puts the Bulls up to 30. 5 tries, 5 goals. And the Bulls lead by 30 points to 6. And that's the first time really this season in the league that the Bulls have had what you would say, a comfortable lead. There's no question they could have picked several more tries up, and there must have been 6 players offside then for Salford. Robbie Paul. And David Young again picking a penalty up, interfering. Laws gets on with the game, puts the ball into touch. And the Bulls will be playing this quickly. Here comes Fielden for the ball. Fielden. Again, just seems to find the soft spot in the line, was Fielden. He has a knack of just going to the right spot and dragging the line back. And David Young then trod on Fielden's hand. Well, if Mr. Kirkpatrick's giving a penalty for that, surely it deserves something a little more serious. Shouldn't be treading on people on the floor. McDermott, first touch since he's back on. McDermott driving to the line. Spread out to Price again. It's the second time Laws has given Price the ball and 5 tacklers. Must owe him some money. And again a nice shot from, this time from Smith. This is Naylor. Naylor into McAvoy. Withers linking up. And that was a forward pass, no question. From Withers to Deacon. And again, Salford having difficulty containing Bradford in all areas of the field. McDermott and Fielden making yards through the heart of the Salford defence. And when the ball spread, there just seemed to be 6s and 7s Salford. Broadbent. To Young. Indomitable spirit, prodigious energy levels, just keeps playing and playing, coming up for the ball, he never stops. Briggs, Out to Faimalo. Faimalo will offload if he can, but good defence. Jowett claps the ball. Tellywell. Last tackle. Blakely goes for the 40-20. Not going to reach for sure. Here goes Spruce. Good chase, but Spruce does well. Offloads to Withers. Withers to Price. Price. Chance to wind up. Good reply from the Bulls. Brought the ball back up to the halfway line from the kick. Henry Paul. Overcooked that one, but Naylor's done well to recover. Naylor. Offloads. Laws or Deacon snatched at that. Paul Deacon saw loads of space in front of him. And just snatched at the ball, thought he had a chance to collect and run. Blakely takes the ball to the short side, feeds Broadbent runs into Withers, and he's eventually shoveled backwards. Once again, Young takes it to the short side. Southern. Forshaw. Fielding. And again, the Bulls making good yards. Robbie just trying to set that step up. Tackle by Carbriggs. Spruce. One-handed pick up from Laws, steps on the gas, tackle just 5 metres. 5 metres from the line, 5 metres from the sideline. Withers toes it through, that's a good kick. Martin under pressure here. Martin will have to be careful, that'll be a line drop out. Good kick from Withers, perfectly weighted. And Martin was isolated, and 3 Bulls charging down on him. Anything less than perfect execution would have resulted in 4 points from the Bulls. Is he ready? How does he know? Spruce. Well, I don't think McDermott fancied that from that position, but he's got it. Henry. To set that step up. That's definitely a penalty, and Henry Paul, quick play ball, spins, offloads to Deacon. Deacon almost through, good tackle from Broadbent. Henry Paul first receiver, Laws goes that short side, decides to hold on. Jowett will set this position up, I think, from this play. Jowett goes forward, McDermott comes with it just to draw a tackler. Jowett keeps going. Like a spinning top, bouncing off tackle as well, Laws. That has to be offside from Faimalo. Couldn't have been stood square then. Ball goes to Henry, out to Robbie. The Bulls have overloaded this side. Naylor, last tackle. Spread on. Henry, little kick over again. Scott Martin under pressure, but this time the kick easier to deal with. Catch it behind his own line, and that will be 20-minute attack. For the Reds is Smith. Looks for the way through. So David Young goes to the bench. I hope that comes back on field. 20 minutes into the second half, 20 minutes of the game left. Martin. Bulls lead by 30 points to 6. It's 5 Marlow. Trying to get some movement for the Reds. Blakely. Oh, Blakely almost through. 4 short of McDermott, last tackle. Inside from Briggs. Sutton couldn't hold it. McDermott falls on it. And Spruce comes up. Well, I can't remember Spruce having as much ball in a match this season. Certainly enjoyed today's game as Stuart Spruce.
Replacement for the Bulls, the substitution is number 15, David Boyle. Replacing number 16.
Ball Deacon. Inside to Fielden. Fielden. That's got to be a sin, man. I mean, 5 Marlow just deciding on his own accord to stop the game. We don't want to play. Send him to the sideline. Let him think about it. Holker stepping in as acting captain. Well, Hume's on the bench. So, McDermott. Good tackle then from Southern on the big fella McDermott. Here goes Deacon, just trying that dart through. Quick on his feet, draws the defence. Late switch from Robbie to Henry. Lowe's. Ooh, looking just for that little pop pass. Switch. Henry Paul spreads it to Withers and nothing on them for Withers. Just a little flat that moment in both senses of the word. Finney tries to pick some yards up and looking distinctly short of ideas. The Reds don't look to have a lot of construction, certainly in this area of the field. This is Aiton. Oh, good tackle with us. Oh, excuse me, it was Henry Paul. Big shoulder then. Hewitt trying to get outside, can't do so. And that's 5 tackles. Oh, the 6th tackle. Bradford ball. Spruce gets one away to Deacon, to McDermott. Nice pass from Deacon. Good work from McDermott. Boyle back on the field. Here's Robbie. Naylor. Well, plenty of passes, not much movement. Here comes Deacon, started it off. Deacon gets away, keeps going. And a stray leg went in then from Broadbent. Far shot, almost through. McDermott back to Laws, nice play. Fielden will go for the line and get there. No, not scored. Must have been short. Well done, Scott Martin. Look, all the world for a try. Robbie Paul spreads it to Spruce. Spruce throws one back to Robbie. Robbie goes for the line, spins and turns. Bulls go up to 34. Good hands from the Bulls. Nice work from Laws and McDermott. Fielden almost through, and the spread went right across the field. Henry to brother Robbie to Spruce. Yeah, great kick from Paul Deacon. Kicks to his right, to his left I should say. To the Bulls' right flank, and this time McAvoy returns the ball. Henry Paul. Salford not buying any dummy on that occasion. Spread on to Robbie. Out to Farshaw. To Withers. Again the Bulls making good yards. Fielding comes. Short side lows, toes it through, there's a chase on. Oh, it's for Robbie Paul. There's a chance there. No bed under severe pressure from Robbie Paul. Doesn't gather, Liam Price backing up, picks up and pumps it down. Bulls go to 40. And they've been threatening this of the Bulls all season. And your heart must go out to Salford.
Wellington 33 and Wigan 16, Gateshead 30.
Again Blakely gets his away, Spruce catches. He's McDermott. Lost to a good tackle underneath. Fielding comes. Good work from both props. And lost ball then. Salford. Well, I can't remember having many attacks in this second half. Certainly not spent any time at all. And that's play on. Blakely spreads the ball. Savage. Concerted cry of forward, I don't think it was that one. Hewitt tries to get away and he's not had the best of afternoons, Hewitt.
Just a quick reminder for you, the entertainment continues after the game this evening. The Academy game, Bradford Bulls, Salford Reds, will kick off immediately after this game this evening. So do stay behind and support our young Bulls.
Spruce once again on that left-hand side, gets rid of another. Withers. Well, that time James Law's not awake. Spruce tidies up, last tackle. Where's the ball going? Goes to Robbie Paul. Robbie Paul, little chip for Henry. Almost came off. Thompson did well to recover that for the Reds. Scott Martin. By Marlowe. Blakely spreads it to Savic. Last tackle then for the Reds. 30 metres out. Ball goes to Blakely. Blakely goes high. It's a tester for Spruce. He hasn't had many to deal with. Oh, wonderful work from Spruce. And somebody took a knock in that. I think it's McAvoy. McAvoy went up with Spruce and took a knock from a couple of players, but he's back on his feet. Excellent work from Spruce then. Looked as though he was going to lose the ball, but kept his eye on it, kept his concentration, kept his cool, kept the ball. McAvoy down the touchline. Oh, he'd have loved to have gone all the way. Good tackle from Thompson underneath. Denied him. Spread from Laws to Deacon, to Henry, to Robbie. Back to Henry. Forshaw. Oh, Forshaw to Laws. Laws steadies, has a look, goes. This time McAvoy has a chance. Kicks over. And that's Southern, the prop forward back there to take that kick from McAvoy. 11,863. Oh, just short of 12,000 here tonight. That's a good crowd. Most of them Bulls supporters, not many travelling from Manchester tonight.
The Salford Reds Academy.
Ball goes to Blakely. Blakely kicking from deep in his own half. Goes for the 40-20 again. Gets nowhere near it. McAvoy with a chance. Plenty of grass in front of him. Spruce comes this side. Naylor pushes it upfield another 10 metres. McDermott comes. McDermott straightens up as McAvoy goes to the bench. By corner comes on. Boyle toes it through once more. Broadbent.
And the substitution for the Bulls, number 2.
Gets away from Boyle. Gets away from by corner and legs it out. Good work. Gary Broadbent. You can't ask any more of your fullback than that, to take the ball under pressure on his own line and bring it out almost 40 metres. He's taking a knock for his efforts. Smith loses the ball and rake it rolls Mr. Kirkpatrick. Must have been a Bradford hand in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I can now give you the man of the match for this evening. And the man of the match from the Bradford Bulls is number 28, Stuart.
Well, Spruce, unsurprisingly, gets the man of the match. 2 tries and lots of work. And you have to say, because of Bradford's almost complete dominance of the game, hasn't had much defensive work to do, hasn't had many kicks to recover, but he's put his hand up and done a lot of work bringing the ball forward. Blakely trying to fiddle something in front of the post. Savage spreads the ball, this time to Martin. He offloads to Thompson. Last tackle. Well, this is the best position that Salford have had in the second half. Well, they got a kindly bounce then by Marlowe. Lets the ball go to ground up in. Salford man with backing up. That was the last tackle. There goes Spruce again. 4 minutes to full time. And the Reds begged for raking. And Paul puts the ball in. Balls will start 35 metres out. Fielden, first one up. And again, Fielden makes his way through that front line defence. Short side from Laws. Till Boyle turns by corner inside. Needs a spread now. The ball goes to Deakin. To Henry. Henry, well policed by Hewitt. Will go left again. This time it's Robbie. Inside to Naylor. Good tackle underneath from Alker. McDermott goes for the line, goes to the posts. Whoa, last tackle. Laws. Well, they'll have to play it with Broadbent. No try. 20-metre tap. Must have been just over the line. Spruce hunting for his hat-trick. Another strange penalty from Mr. Kirkpatrick, and Salford with the ball, and you just wonder why, or if a Salford player would be complaining to the referee in that situation. He seems to have a habit of pulling all these penalties out of that, Mr. Kirkpatrick. And again, I can't see how that play of the ball from McDermott has been different from the others that Mr. Kirkpatrick penalised him for. Deacon, back to Henry. He spreads it to Spruce. Spruce brings Withers back inside. Withers gets rid of one. Laws looking just to open the door for McDermott. McDermott wrestling his way to the line. He's tackled a blade of grass short. Well, he thinks he's over the line. He is. Well done, Brian McDermott. Well, Mr. Kirkpatrick had no idea what had gone on then. McDermott wouldn't move from the line. Wouldn't get to his feet and play the ball. He knew he'd got the ball on the line. And eventually, the penny dropped for Mr. Kirkpatrick. So McDermott picks a try up again. Good work from Laws, set that up. McDermott capitalised. Deacon adds the 2. 7 goals, 8 tries for the Bulls. And we have somebody who looks to me he's had a pint too many with a Salford shirt on, and I don't think he'll be seeing much more of the match. But the question you have to ask is, all these guys with the stewards' coats on, there's plenty of bobbies. How did he get on the field in the first place? I suppose they're watching the kick, just like we were. But they're not supposed to be doing that. Their job to stop that situation, not to deal with it. And there goes the hooter. The Bulls win 46-6 and keep second spot in the table. Almost a third of the season over now, and the Bulls looking secure for a top 3 spot. From this position anything can change, of course, and sadly the Reds, well, they've nothing to show for 9 matches this season. And there's a strange occasion, the Bulls supporters booing the referee after the 46-6-0 drubbing of the Reds. So the Bulls entertain London Broncos on Wednesday for game 10 of Super League 99. So from myself, Mick McGowan and Mike on video, join us next Wednesday for what should be another great game of Super League.